Hi. Would you like to see some of my Nintendo game controller collection? Yeah. Cool. Let me show you then. The Nintendo GameCube controller. A glorious asymmetrical beast, like a friendly alien trying to shake your hand with a claw. Imagine it. I had this for a while now. Okay, let's continue clicking. Now let's talk about its features. Starting out, the C-stick. A yellow, tiny nubbin that feels like a loose tooth. Was it for aiming? Was it for tickling your thumb? Nobody was quite sure. But it definitely added a certain je ne sais quoi to the experience. Just click a little. Let me just play with this button a few more times. This is a very interesting stick. Let's move on. Now, these 4 buttons. Let's talk about the main one. Obviously, the big green A button. A glorious, oversized, inviting green button that screamed, "Press me, I am the most important." And let's be honest, it usually was. But let's just add these other few buttons. Next, let's talk about the Z button. Right here. A clicky. Let me point this to the mic so you can hear it. So it's a clicky, almost hidden trigger that felt like you were activating a secret, slightly uncomfortable self-destruct sequence. Moving on to the shoulder buttons. 2 analog triggers that were either revolutionary or overly sensitive, depending on your mood and the game you were playing. Comment down below which game you were playing while using this game controller. Let me press it a few more times. Now, let's move on to the D-pad. A tiny, almost vestigial cross, right? That was mostly there for decoration, or those rare moments when you needed to navigate a menu with pinpoint accuracy, which was almost never. It's still fun to press. Now pressing all the buttons. Still very satisfying. Now, the overall shape of this Nintendo GameCube controller is a lopsided, almost charmingly awkward shape that fits perfectly in your hands. If your hands were designed by a team of enthusiastic but slightly confused engineers. Sadly. But, in short, this GameCube controller did bring back a lot of great memories. And it was a beautiful, bizarre, and utterly unforgettable piece of gaming history. It's the controller that proves that ergonomics are subjective and that sometimes the weirdest designs are the most beloved. Hence, that's why I still have it. Let me click some more for you. There are many games with Nintendo GameCube. Super Smash Bros., for example. This is a classic for a reason. The fast-paced, chaotic battles are inherently funny, especially when playing with friends. The sheer variety of characters, which were a lot, and their over-the-top movesets leads to hilarious moments. Did you play Super Smash Bros. GameCube? Let me know down in the comments below. There's also many, many Mario parties. Mario Party 4, 5, 6, and 7. The Mario Party series is always a source of laughter, and the GameCube entries are no exception. The mini games are often absurd, and the competitive nature of the game can lead to some truly comical rivalries, for sure. I still enjoy it though. What other games did you play using this Nintendo GameCube controller? Did you play Luigi's Mansion? That game has a charmingly spooky atmosphere. Luigi's perpetually nervous demeanor and the comical ghost-catching mechanics make it a consistently funny experience, for sure. There's also Custom Robo. Now, this game is a robot fighting game that has a very fun story. You should check it out. The fighting is very fun as well. What other games did you play? I would love to hear it. Now, let's look at my next Nintendo game controller collection. Hope you enjoy checking out this GameCube controller. Maybe next time you'll consider buying one. Alright. Imagine this. You've got a tablet that's secretly a gaming console, but it's also a pair of tiny clicky steering wheel or a couple of motion sensing wands, like I mentioned before. Or, well, whatever you need it to be. It's the Nintendo Switch. Chameleon of gaming devices, for sure. Play it anywhere, on the go, on road trips. All you need is just a charger. It's like a digital Swiss Army knife. Focus that for you here. There you go. But instead of a corkscrew, the Swiss Army knife is a tiny saw. It's got Mario, Zelda, and the ability to turn your living room into a virtual tennis court where your grandma can accidentally whack you with a Joy-Con. Think of it as a portable party in a plastic shell. You can be playing a serious RPG on the train, then detach the controllers, like so, prop it up on a table, and suddenly you're having a chaotic multiplayer brawl with your friends using controllers that look like they were designed by a slightly confused robot. Let me get closer there. Move back so I can focus. There you go. Remember, in my opinion, it's the only console that lets you go from I'm a lone wolf conquering Hyrule to oh my gosh, did you just steal my star? In 0.2 seconds. It's the perfect blend of I'm a sophisticated gamer and I'm flailing around like a noodle trying to catch a virtual fish. All in all, isn't it just the best? When you go out, you just need the perfect charger just to play anywhere on the go. Bring your Pokédex, your game collection, and your charger. This portable Nintendo Switch console keep you company with your friends. Tell me which games you play when you go on road trips using Nintendo Switch. I would love to hear it. Get closer there. Also, did you get the Nintendo Switch too? Or are you planning to get it? I'm debating. Let me know if I should. So let you listen here on the right. Here on your left. Close your eyes. And relax. basically Nintendo Switch, where a serious game meets glorious, unadulterated silliness. And it's always ready to switch things up. Alright, let me show you what game I have right now on my Nintendo Switch. Let me turn on the power button here. Shoot. Ran out of battery. This is the perfect time for me to unbox my new portable battery charger. Would you like to see? Okay. Unbox this INIU Cougar P63 power bank with me. The INIU Cougar P63 power bank with 25,000 milliamp and charging capability. Portable enough that it can fit in the palm of your hands. It comes with a lightweight power bank case and a USB-C wire. The power bank itself has 3 ports, 2 USB-C and 1 USB port. So I can charge my iPhone, laptop, and my Nintendo Switch fast and all at the same time. Definitely very convenient. I love how sleek it looks. Speaking of which, let's charge my Nintendo Switch. Perfect. Yes. The Wii U handheld console. I tried to be 2 things at once. Like a platypus wearing a tiny TV as a hat. Let's paint a picture, shall we? Imagine a regular console, right? Now, imagine someone glued a chunky tablet to its face. That's the Wii U GamePad. It was supposed to be the future. The bridge between handheld and the home console. Well, it was definitely something to remember. Think of it as a remote control that also played games occasionally. You could wave it around like a slightly confused conductor, poke at the screen with a stylus like you were trying to draw a masterpiece on a brick, or just use it as a glorified second screen for your couch co-op shenanigans. This gamepad was a bit like that one friend who always brought their own weird gadget to the party. I dig it though. Sometimes it was surprisingly useful, like showing you a map in Zelda, Wind Waker HD, or letting you play games off TV while someone else hogged the big screen. Other times, it was just there, adding a layer of charmingly awkward complexity to everything. What else about this valiant Wii U? Ultimately, attempt to revolutionize online play with Miiverse, a social network built entirely on hand-drawn doodles and hastily scribbled messages. Pure, unfiltered internet chaos. Imagine a digital bathroom wall, but everyone's an inspiring artist with a stylus. So, the Wii U, a quirky, ambitious console that dared to be different. It might not have conquered the world, but it certainly left a trail of delightfully weird memories and some genuinely fantastic games for sure. Let me know which games did you play. Comment down below using this Wii U. I would love to hear it. That was the Wii U GamePad. Unfortunately, I actually lost the cap to this. So, I'll look into that for sure. Let's check out our next Nintendo game controller collection. Alright, picture this. A controller that's a chameleon, a transformer, and a tiny vibrating party all rolled into one. That, my friend, is the Nintendo Switch Joy-Con. First, let me just add it to the adapter here and slide it here. First, there are these adorable little rectangles, perfect for solo adventures or impromptu two-player showdowns. They click onto the Switch like tiny, colorful magnets, turning your tablet into a portable gaming powerhouse. Then, bam, you slide them off and slide them back on. And suddenly, there are two separate controllers. Let's put this back now. It's easier to grip. They click onto the Switch like tiny, colorful magnets. Each with enough buttons and motion sensors to make a seasoned gamer dizzy. Imagine handing one to your friend. Here you go. And then battling it with a mini game that involves flailing your arms like a caffeinated octopus. Pure, unadulterated chaos. Let's continue clicking. I'll tell you more about its features. I had these controllers and the game for about, I think, 7 years now. I'm planning to buy the new Nintendo Switch. Let me know what you think I should. Comment down below. Let me know which games I should use and play if I were to buy it. The click is so satisfying. I love this color blue. It has a beautiful shine to it. Imagine if it was a pearly matte look to it. Now that would be great. What if we were to wrap our controllers? Let me know if you ever wrapped your controller. And let me know if I should try. I wish these buttons and the controller would be slightly bigger. And I know it's more practical for them to make it this size. But adults love games too. What games do you play on your Nintendo Switch, if you do have one? Let me know one of your best games. It'd be nice to try other games. The best part about these controllers is that these little guys are motion sensing wizard. You can swing them like swords, steer them like a steering wheel, even use them to play a digital game of rock, paper, scissors with your bare hands. And it's like having a tiny, responsive magic wand in your grasp. So satisfying. And don't even get me started on the HD rumble. It's not just a vibration, it's a sensory experience. You can feel the virtual ice cubes clicking in your digital drink, the subtle texture of the virtual surface, or the tiny, precise taps of a digital hammer. It's like having a tiny masseuse living inside your controller. And let's be honest, the variety of colors, just like this blue here that I mentioned. Which color did you have? Or do you have? They're like candy for your hands. You can mix and match them to create your own personalized controller. Masterpiece. A testament to your unique gaming style. So these Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons, a controller that's versatile, adaptable, and just a little bit wacky. It's the perfect combination for a console. It's all about fun, flexibility, and a healthy dose of delightful absurdity. Let me know what you think. And the sounds are just so relaxing. You know what game I just played with this Nintendo Switch? Mario Odyssey. I know I'm a little late to this game, but it's actually quite fun. Let me know if you like Mario Odyssey. Want to check out my next Nintendo game controller collection? I bet you can't guess what it is. Let me give you a hint. It's white. The Wii U Pro Controller. Nintendo's attempt to say, hey, we can do normal too. After the glorious, if slightly cumbersome, GamePad, the Pro Controller was like a sigh of relief for gamers who just wanted a classic button smashing experience like this one. Imagine a regular, respectable controller. Now give it a slightly glossy finish, a surprisingly long battery life, and a distinct, I'm here for serious gaming vibe. That's the Wii U Pro Controller. It was like the sensible adult in a room full of wacky, motion-controlled toys. Tell me what you think about it. Comment down below. It was the controller for when you wanted to play Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate for hours on end without your wrists begging for mercy. Its ergonomic design and comfortable button layout made it feel like a familiar friend, a reliable companion in your gaming adventures. In my opinion. Tell me some games you played using this Wii U Pro Controller. List it down below. I would love to hear it. Now, think of this controller as a no-nonsense controller. No touch screen, no motion sensors, just pure, unadulterated, button-pressing goodness. Very satisfying. It was like a finely tuned instrument designed for precision and comfort. It is pretty comfortable. And let's be honest, that battery life, legendary. It was like a marathon runner among controllers, capable of lasting for countless gaming sessions without needing a recharge. You could practically play through an entire RPG before needing to plug it in. It was also the perfect controller for multiplayer games, especially when you want to avoid the chaos of motion controls. Just give me a stick and some buttons and let's get down to business, it seemed to say. So, this Wii U Pro Controller, a comfortable, reliable, and surprisingly long-lasting controller that proved Nintendo could do classic just as well as it could do quirky. It was the unsung hero of the Wii U era, a testament to the power of a well-designed gamepad. At least that's what I think. Tell me what you think about the controller. This controller is one of the best controllers for your buck. Nintendo Switch Pro Controller. It's the Nintendo. It's like Nintendo took a regular controller, fed it a steady diet of comfort food, and then gave it a gentle hug. It's got that lovely ergonomic curve. Please ignore the scratch. Fed it that fits perfectly in your hands, like it's saying, "Don't worry, buddy, I've got you. Let's just chill and play some games." And the rumble, it's not a violent, earth-shattering tremor. It's more like a gentle purr. A, "Hey, things are happening," notification from your palms. The buttons, they're clicky and responsive, but not in a sharp, aggressive way. They're more like a friendly tap on the shoulder, like these shoulder buttons. You can change the shell. If you check some of our other videos, there's also videos of us changing the shell. These are one of the shells that we decided to pick. These are some of the colors that we actually picked out. This is a light pink, reddish, transparent shell, which is one of my favorites. The D-pad. The D-pad, it's like a tiny, smooth island in a sea of plastic. It's there, it works, and it's a D-pad. It's not trying to reinvent the wheel. It's just trying to get you to your character left, right, up, down. And it does a perfectly adequate job of it. Great shoulder pads, nice and light, perfect for the fingers. Let me click some more for you. Are you falling asleep yet? I hope you are. me know, do you enjoy playing Nintendo Switch with this Pro Controller? Because I do. Name me some of the games you use this with. Comment down below. Basically, a Nintendo Switch Pro Controller is the comfy couch of video game controllers. It's not flashy. It's not trying to impress anyone. It's just there to make your gaming experience as pleasant and relaxing as possible. It's the controller equivalent of a warm blanket, a cup of cocoa, and a cozy fireplace. It's the controller that whispers, "It's okay. You can relax now. The game is supposed to be fun, remember?" And that's how I feel about this controller. Well, that's it for now. Come back next time and I'll show you the rest of my controller collection. Thank you for watching. And get some sleep. Good night.